All right, Caleb, let's take a look and see what you got here.
My name's Kim Woodard, and I'm a creative director. I do graphic design, illustrations, storyboarding, and just look over everybody's stuff, make sure it's on brand.
Oh, very cool. So today we're talking about model rocketry.
How exciting.
So all of this right here, why is it there? Why I gotta be on? Why am I seeing her? Why do I care what she does as far as branding? If today we're talking about rocketry, do you got a good rocket video? Maybe you could start with.
Just look over everybody's stuff, make sure it's on brand.
So I'll
Oh, very cool. So today,
like hearing things of the director talking in this case. It just doesn't really work for this.
we're talking about model rocketry.
How exciting.
So, have you ever been to a rocket launch before, or will High Frontier?
So when you're watching documentaries, unless the person asking the questions is on film too, we're at 38 seconds, and I've not. All I'm hearing is questions. I mean, think of it this way: would you pay to go see this right now? Like, we can cut out all that director talking and just get right to who is she in relation to rockets.
Your very first time.
High Frontier will be my very first time. I was scrolling through
High Frontier will be very first time for what? It doesn't answer, like, the rockets going off.
Facebook, and you know, they had really great marketing.
So this is too big, too fast. So you need the background black and start that out smaller. That's not a bad idea to just get people, you know, to know what you're talking about. But
They
it
put this really cool picture of a rocket on there, and I was like, ooh, what?
That it's like giant, and you know that's still going on in the background. So maybe lower, you know, just shrink it down so we can, you know, get time to read it.
What's this about? And it turns out it was an event here in my community, and it would be pretty awesome if a lot of rockets were just going off.
There you go. I mean, really, I'm going to my first rocket thing. It'll be really cool to see them go off. Like, I don't, unless she's branding the rocket stuff, none of that really has anything to do with anything, right? So we're here about rockets. What is her relationship to the rocket? And just keep it at that. We don't need to hear the director or whoever is asking the questions. Just get to the meat and potatoes.
4, 3, 2, 1.
What do you think?
I think this is awesome. Like seeing all the kids out here getting involved with making rockets,
Yeah.
stems,
Yeah, see again.
then watching it go off, and the sounds and how high they go. This is really cool. Really, really cool. And then I saw that they're taking a
There's a little jump cut to something else, and then back.
much bigger rocket out there. And
Yeah.
I have to say,
There again is why y'all talking while you're interviewing. I don't.
they're my favorite.
So instead of doing, I like the last time you did the kind of like jump cut between them all, but maybe just move one of those shots to the beginning so we get an idea of what it is we're going to be watching. That audio is needs to check. That peaked.
There we go.
All right, everyone, get your stuff ready to fly. Range will be open in just a minute here as soon as we activate the waiver. That's open. Range is open. If you've got
The shots. It looks like maybe you pushed in because it's very soft, like very, very soft. So you need to go back out a little bit.
got 'em, we can rack them. Thank you, everybody.
I follow like space
line.
exploration pretty closely. I
Did you start this?
Got 'em, we can rack them. Thank you, everybody.
follow like
Her line is starting a little awkwardly underneath him. So we lose it.
Got 'em, we can rack them. Thank you, everybody.
follow like
See, she's like already starting while we're still seeing him. sometimes you can do that, but what you could do is let the video of this play out a little longer and cut the audio.
Got 'em. We can rack them. Thank you, everybody.
I follow like space exploration pretty closely. I've always found it very fascinating and interesting, and so coming out to see people utilize
I'm hearing like music as she's talking
and so coming out
and wind. So make sure to cut that out.
to see people utilizing something that you usually see on a large scale on a smaller scale is just
Yeah, get that audio down. You could cut. I'm guessing that's just coming from here. So again, that shot is starting to.
just on a smaller scale is just
It's sort of like, okay, we get it. But we don't know what's going on. Like, I won't.
the sound effect is
So this is probably about 25 seconds too long. We get 3 seconds of seeing him unwrapping it or taping it or taping it or unwrapping it. I'm not sure which. But the camera's a little.
the sound effect
So you kind of did that again where you have the audio coming in. It just doesn't flow.
is what's really
Yeah.
amazing.
Because there's so much.
The sound effect is
There's just too, like. I didn't think of, copyrighted music playing at this. But I should have told y'all to go try and create a quiet space and or ask the people with the radio if they could, turn it down while you get the interviews.
the sound effect is what's really
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
Awesome.
So that right there, the talking while,
This is so not what I expected, and I'm loving it. The people that built the Rockness themselves are going to be
And then you
excited
just cut
to,
from
you know,
her to
assemble
her.
it and see their creation hopefully take off, or it. I'm loving it. The people
in
that
almost the
built
exact
Rockness
same spot.
themselves are going to be excited to, assemble
audio
it and see
needs
their
to be
creation
boosted.
hopefully take off, or it. And there's nothing more entertaining than when they don't take off and they just kind of go.
5, 4,
Maybe cut this down so that.
More entertaining than when they don't take off and they just kind of go.
So like you start this pretty.
Excited to, assemble it and see their creation hopefully take off, or it. And there's nothing
So 1 second. 2,
more entertaining than when they
3,
don't take off and they just kind
4,
of go.
5, 6,
5, 4,
7, 8,
1.
9, 10, 11,
Still no
12.
90 boxes armed. We got a little.
So I get what you're going for there, but cut it way down. Cut it down in the beginning. Because now we're at like
3, 2, 1.
boost the audio, cut back to maybe people reacting or something that's like a 40-second long shot. I'm curious now how long.
It. And there's nothing
2:43. So 48 seconds.
is, what it's about, the enthusiasm
That's like a quarter of the film.
that goes into building these things and making them work. We watched one rocket where the guy
Good.
had taken
See
it
how it's different when there's not a lot of craziness going on behind. This is a good
to
interview.
previous events before it finally launched here,
Oh, back to
and we
that
got to bear
shot.
witness to it, and it was unbelievable.
Why are there crickets?
Events before it finally launched here into building these things and making them work. We watched one rocket where the guy had taken it to 2 previous events before it finally launched here, and we got to bear witness to it, and it was unbelievable.
So And she says that, and yet there's like this. I
events
really
before
like
it
this
finally
shot.
launched here, and we got to bear witness to it. And
So maybe there cut to this shot
it was unbelievable.
and cut out her saying it was unbelievable, because I feel like I've been looking at the shot. Like, just get right to it. It was unbelievable. Smoke shoots. Because the sound is delayed, you may want to consider moving it so that they match up, because watch. See, it goes and it's like up here before you hear it, so you may consider bringing the audio like under like a few seconds further. Like if this is my audio timeline right here, and this gray represents where the audio is starting now, bring it down to a new level and just bring it over so that we're hearing it right as it takes off. I know that's not how they work, but that way it doesn't seem like you know, like that the audio is just not matching. And again, that's needs to be brought way down. Volume 1. Cut.
I think the whole thing was kind of surprising. I didn't really know what to expect other than, you know, plastic rockets going up into the sky, hopefully. But it seemed, it was so much more than that. Between the different size rockets and the various sounds that came from them, the various heights in which they traveled, the whole thing was just an educational experience that I would definitely come back next year and experience again.
Cool. That's a good thing to end on.
I had fun. I'm so glad you guys did this project because I am thrilled to be here today.
So there's two good ending lines. Cut out that gap between it. Use one of those maybe somewhere else.
Boom.
There's your end. Good job. I like that. Okay. Good job. Get the story tighter. Get some of those really long shots out of there. Make it a little bit more dynamic. You know, keep my focus on what's going on. Check the volume on those rockets launching. Get my interest here. Like I said, I don't need to know what she does for a career. Don't really care. Why are you all following her around? And make that clear where she's going and what she's doing. But overall, good job. It's coming along. It'll look good. It's going to be great by the time you're all done. So well done. I will give you a 30 for that.